Okay, let's dive into one of Thailand's really fascinating artifacts, the Khun Phaen amulet. Our mission today is kind of unpacking a paradox. We aren't just looking at, a 500-year-old piece of baked clay. We're trying to figure out how it became the embodiment of this complex fictional character. So we're bridging history and mythology. How does a hero from a 400-year-old epic, Khun Phaen, get attached to a much older religious object?
It's a perfect case study, really, of how culture reassigns meaning. You've got three key layers coming together here. There's the literary hero, Khun Phaen, then the ancient artifact itself from Wat Ban Krang, and finally this cultural conflation that just merged them.
Right. The foundation is that epic poem, the Khun Phaen. It's a huge national tragedy, isn't it? Centered on that heartbreaking execution of Wanthong. The king condemns her, basically, for having two hearts. She just couldn't choose between the two men in her life, Khun Phaen being one of them.
Exactly. And Khun Phaen himself is such a, well, liminal figure. He's got these three core archetypes. He's the great warrior, the super charismatic lover, and crucially, the magician, a master of Sayas art, traditional Thai sorcery. That's key.
And that's the link, right? The magic. The amulet's powers seem to come directly from his story. People want his success, not his tragic parts.
Precisely. So his battlefield wins become Kongripan Chaudhry invincibility in the amulet.
Uh-huh.
And his way with people, that becomes Maha Saner, great charm, or magnetism. It's a direct transfer.
Okay, so that's the story side. Now, the actual object. These originals are Pra Kru, ancient amulets found hidden away, discovered in these buried crypts, grew at Wat Ban Krang, dating way back to the Ayutthaya period, 400 or 500 years ago.
Yeah.
And their original purpose was purely Buddhist, right? Like a mass merit-making thing to preserve the Buddha's teachings.
Yes, and this is where it gets really interesting. Because the physical evidence, the PIM or the mold design, it's undeniable. These original amulets were Buddha images, specifically the Praputa Chinarat Sunruing Gay style. They absolutely did not depict Khun Phaen.
Wow. Okay.
The material itself, the Muon Sarn, was sacred earth from Suphanburi, giving it this kind of geospiritual link to the area.
And I heard some even have thumbprints on the back. From the original makers.
That's right, a tangible connection to the past. It's quite amazing.
Wait a minute. If it was a Buddha image, how on earth did people start calling it Khun Phaen? Naming a sacred object after a, somewhat scandalous folk hero.
It seems jarring, but it wasn't planned. The name came later, purely retroactively. Locals just, observed that the amulets worked. They provided protection and serious charm, and those powers perfectly matched the stories of their local hero, Khun Phaen. So it's like local branding. This works like Khun Phaen.
So it's about function, practical magic, or what we might call social magic. People use it for more than just romance.
Oh, absolutely. A key use is making it easier to approach superiors for favors or boosting success in business.
Oh.
It's a tool, really, for navigating social hierarchies. It gives you that charisma, that edge.
Right. It grants you the hero's mahasane in everyday life.
Exactly. And the original amulets, they focus on those positive aspects, the charm, the invincibility, the sanitized version of Khun Phaen. But the tradition didn't stop there. It evolved. Later developments, especially the modern Pra Kru tradition from the 20th century, started to embrace his darker side.
Darker side. How so? You mean the sorcery aspect?
Yes, his necromantic sorcery from the legend. It became literalized.
Literalized. What does that mean in terms of the amulet itself?
It means moving from symbolic power to material power. The Pra Kru amulets incorporate Pong Pra Kru. This is a sacred mixture that traditionally includes things like funerary ashes or powdered bone directly into the amulet substance, the Muon Sarn.
Wow.
It's essentially reenacting the hero's darker magic rituals materially. Much more potent and definitely more controversial.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what you have is this journey. A 500-year-old Buddha image gets culturally repurposed. It becomes this potent link to a complex folk hero, offering you, the wearer, a kind of shortcut. All the power, the charm, the protection, without the tragic baggage.
Exactly. And the enduring appeal of the Khun Phaen amulet is a powerful reminder, isn't it? That knowledge or meaning isn't fixed. Objects are always in conversation with culture, and sometimes the meaning people give an object based on lived experience and belief can completely overwrite its original purpose. That ongoing reinvention, maybe that's the real magic here.